And we are underway in Buffalo. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready?
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 2nd and 9. Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Gregory Rousseau works his way in for the stop and the loss.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss.
Now the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Tyler Matakevich, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it was hard for anyone to react.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Isaiah McKenzie is back deep for the Bills. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Singletary to get the drive started. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, Allen, and his throw is going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is going to have the Bills' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down. Now the first carry for Zach Moss. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo 1st down.
But from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Xavier Howard. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception. But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back to the ground on first down, Edmonds. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. We're scoreless after 1. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Another carry now for Edmonds. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 16. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Yikes, a 40-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Now Tua. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back in the 32. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks him backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Still searching for that first breakthrough, and I thought this might be it. But it's not to be, and we're still scoreless.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Allen going to throw. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Allen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Singletary going to get the handoff. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Touchdown, Bills. Duke Johnson from 8 yards out. And the Bills post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set down to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
McKenzie now to return it. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing now is Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 14-yard line. 19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. McKenzie now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least 1 more series of downs in order to get some rest.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. On second and 11 now. Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's Moss. He'll get it inside the 20, and they move this all the way down to the 9. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run here with Moss. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Moss again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? They'll try to run. Here's Moss. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And 3 yards on the carry there as this defense holds strong and takes it to fourth and goal. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will hold on to their lead. They picked up right where they left off in the first half. First down after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though.
kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Tua sets up to pass it. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. There he goes, right side. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick-6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here. And that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
Taken from about the 12.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 78 yards. And the Dolphins are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Sanders now to kick this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Looking to pass. Tua. And this is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he will score. touchdown, Miami.
Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Right back to Singletary on second down.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Allen's throw is complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line and know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now Allen sliding out of the pocket to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to solve this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done, because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this past the 20-yard line. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary to about the 23. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. So Allen's going to look to throw. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Two-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like...
And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
One final try for Tagovailoa. And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful team.
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not coach, put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game. More than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Cleveland Browns. Ready to get us started, it's Cade York, and off we go from Cleveland. Taken from about the 12. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
On the set. Hey, check this.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. There wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it. But in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level. That hurts him.
And he powers his way up past the 30. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Play action, now it's Tua. They're going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up very well.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns will take over here at their own 12-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to... Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Chubb. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's got this down to the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down and 11-yard pickup. You were telling me this yesterday. It's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move, to influence the defensive front, to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 4th down, Watson. Got a man open, it's Wims. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal. Watson now to throw. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown, and now trailing 7-0 and looking for a response. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. On first and 10, it's Mostert. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Now Tua. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And the Browns are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin first and 10. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. On second and 9, Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. And again, they run with Edmonds. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it, that memories of doing all these pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback laying on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Tua going to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Tua. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try to get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And this is caught, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 40 yards. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go for it, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways. But right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson, he's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
The final shot before the break. Watson, he's going to let it go again. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, Charles, we saw pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. So the big gain through the air, but scratch it all off because he could not hang on to the football.
And you have to like what they did on defense here. They didn't give up on the play. Big yardage given up, but they still battled all the way to the end and helped force a turnover.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Forced out to his left.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 now on first down. Gets this one to Hill. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On second down, Mostert.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
They'll run right side with Mostert.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert.
A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays. Oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Watson. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
10 more there and another first down.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Watson's throw pulled in by Schwartz.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Again, it's Watson.
He'll find Schwartz complete right side.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Here's Watson. And that's going to be caught from Bryan's touchdown.
Towering Peoples-Jones.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Browns are back within a couple of the lead.
Rolling to his right. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Up to midfield. There he goes, left side. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Miami. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Browns drive about to get started.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Faking the give. Now Watson. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
2nd and 8.
Tua sets up to pass it. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Dolphins have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. The Tua going to try and throw for it.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try. Trying to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend the play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and they end up getting sacked.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long.
They'll look to throw here.
Got a man, it's Schwartz, complete.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. From the red zone now, Watson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Browns on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Touchdown!
Donovan Peoples-Jones.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 82 yards.
And the Dolphins use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. It's a run with Mostert.
And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied.
after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Javon Holland. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick-6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick-6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they open the lead up now to 25. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Michelle running up the gut. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Michelle. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he will be out of bounds well shy of the marker. So that's a turnover on downs. Great job defensively.
Hey, you gotta snap it. You gotta snap it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this